to everybody that follows me here on Tarot Tats and Tea. If you were watching my live with Simon from the Hermit's Cave the other day, you would have heard that I nearly stood Simon up because I had gone for a bit of a rest. I'd had a bit of a day where I was suffering with a lot of chest pains. So I thought I'd come on here and share this with you because I am sure I'm not the only one in our world of tarot that's gone through breast cancer, had a mastectomy, and am now grateful to be here living a full life. But what complications can come after a number of years? But let me get back and carry on telling you. I nearly stood Simon up, and only for the fact that Simon had messaged me and my phone beeped. It was 5 to 7, we were to go live at 7 o'clock, so I have never ever got ready. Well, when I say got ready, I always sort of look this like sort of organised mess, if you can call it that. So I got down here, the live went well, it was great speaking to Simon, and I have to say Simon and Sandra have really been keeping in touch with me as to what happened after the live. Well, after the live, I settled down with my family for the evening, and I had an extremely bad turn with chronic chest pains, and we rang an ambulance because we thought it was a suspected heart attack. The paramedics or the first responders arrived at the house first, and here I have to say hello to Nicola Walker and her team. I don't know the names of the other two people that were there, but equally as wonderful as Nicola, who let me know that yes, I did the right thing, took all the notes, and whilst they were here, a smaller version of what had happened earlier happened again, and the ambulance was there pretty quickly. I'd say within 15 to 20 minutes. The paramedic was as wonderful as the first responders and sorted me out and got me to hospital. Unfortunately, there is always a huge wait at this moment in time in A&E, and that is no fault of the hospital staff, but you know, it's an issue that needs dealing with across the globe, I think, not just here, because I know my family have experienced it over in Wales and the people in the UK. It's one of those things that some form of new system needs to be put in place that people aren't waiting 15 plus hours. Anyway, when I was seen, I was triaged immediately and then put to wait in the waiting room with everybody else. Yes, a couple of occurrences of the chest pain happened, and I just sort of quietly dealt with it. Thinking back, I should have got up and gone to the triage people and said, look, this is pain's coming back, it's getting worse. But I didn't, and that was on me. Anyway, I was seen. I, in total, ended up having 4 ECGs. I had a chest x-ray on my lungs and heart. I had 4 different lots of blood taken, not just the different vials, but 4 occasions for different blood tests where they were looking for markers for heart attacks or for deep vein thrombosis, because I was having pains in my calf as well. And as it happens, all this stems from radiotherapy I had 9 years ago. Yes, 9 years ago. So for those of you out there that had radiotherapy to the chest area, you can expect little issues down the line. Now I can clear up here. I have a very healthy heart and lungs. I was so well cared for. I actually said, oh my God, I feel like a fraud. I feel like I've taken up your time. I said, absolutely not. You had pain and you did the right thing, and you must do the right thing again in the future should this occur. Don't be, you know, thinking all the time that this is what it could be, but if the pain changes, if there's anything different, you know, contact us immediately, which was wonderful, you know, and if it gets worse, contact my GP. But what's happened is there is muscular and skeletal damage from radiotherapy, and it's sort of exposing itself now. So when the muscle twinges across here, it's giving that tightening, stabbing, sort of what I imagined a heart attack pain to be like, but it's quite intense, and it lasts, and it shoots darts, pains one after the other, but then it goes, and it's like it leaves a residual feeling of having been bruised. Imagine your calf tightening up at night when you're in bed. Have you ever had that experience? And it sort of tightens and gets to that point that is so agonizing, and if you manage to pull your foot, it comes out of it, but it leaves that residual bruised feeling. That's what it was like in my chest. And so luckily here I am, I'm fine. And thank you again, Sandra and Simon, for checking in with me. All is good. So today I'm taking it easy. I'm not allowed to lift heavy stuff. I've got to take life a little bit easier. I do take it easy, but I fill it with things I enjoy doing. And so today I've pulled 3 cards for myself, and I'm going to share them with you because it's exactly what I'm doing today. The first one that came up was the Hermit. And yes, today I'm the Hermit. Today I'm spending relaxing time here at home. I'm going to go out in a minute, sit in my potting shed and read. Thank you, Sandra, for that idea. I'm going to chill with the pups and just be. I'm just going to enjoy the day that's in it, the weather, the sun, and I'm going to make myself a nice salady lunch to eat outdoors. And I'm going to do reflecting on me, but also going forward. And going forward, I've got the Knight of Wands, and I'm going to be looking at, what I can do, investigating what I can do going ahead in areas where my passions lie. I have plans and ideas of what I want to do, but it's not chasing it up at this moment, but doing some internal investigating with my passions in mind. Sometimes this can indicate that I could be quick to be a bit fiery, and yes, I guess I can, sort of sometimes it's the Libran scale tipping too far to the fiery side, and sometimes a little bit lethargic. But today I'm looking for that balance where I'm going to be looking for things that will defend, my desires to go on to research things that I have a huge amount of interest in. And by the end of the day, I'm going to be feeling pretty, accomplished. I'm going to be feeling relaxed and ready to face the battle for another day. I just find that I'm ready to continue on. I'm not going to let what happened stop me. I know I'm going to be in for these pains in the future, and I know it's going to have to be a case of me being able to handle them for myself, to be honest with you, but, I can't let things stop me from going on to enjoy my life and, enjoying experiences within life and new experiences, and, not make it as the knight would on a daily level where I find it exhausting. Okay, sort of be sensible about it. Oops, that's my sister. 2 seconds, I'll just pause you. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yes, so basically, today my day is going to encompass relaxing, reading, looking at what I want to do going forward, because I have to make some lifestyle adjustments, taking it a lot more easier, avoiding stress if possible, no heavy lifting and all this sort of thing. And I love my gardening and stuff, so now I have to plan creatively with my passions in mind, and not to allow it to be something that can harm my health, but can support it. And like that, gardening will support my health, but just not the heavy side to it. And then, of course, if I can do that, things will work out fine. I have and am coming through a little blip in health issues, and here's to going forward happily and strongly and safely with my tarot community behind me. And just a little bit of advice for all of us for the day. Learn not to grip too tightly. Cup your consciousness and let the magic flow. And that's what we're going to do today, all of us. It's time we took time to look after ourselves. You take care. Have a lovely day, whatever you might be doing. And I'll be back a little bit later on from the potting shed looking at books. I've got a few to review. Bye now.